Welcome, this is Zon with Repro Products, and this video is on Bluebeam Revu 2016 and how to perform a punch of a specific room for your construction processes using Bluebeam Revu. Here I am in Bluebeam Revu 2016. If I zoom into this area, I would like to take a snapshot of the entryway, put it on a punch pre-made PDF file, and start to punch it. How do I do this? In the toolbars, one of the icons that you have that's available is called Snapshot. Start the command and draw your region that you want. It could be rectangular or polygonal. Once you have defined that region, it is temporarily saved into Windows memory. From there, you head over to the new command for creating a new PDF file. Click the white arrow and choose Punch. This gives you a new PDF file based upon a pre-made PDF template called Punch. And this one's very simple. It just says Punch and it has project name, number, things like that. You can make your own template file, by the way, and place it in this location to use instead of the default one. For the purposes of this video, I'll just use the default one. I can right-click anywhere that I want on the sheet of paper and paste that temporary image. I can then place it on the sheet of paper and size it to whatever desired size that I need. Now, as it stands, that image is not scaled. So in order for us to punch it and mark it using measuring markups, then we want to make sure that those measurements that we put in there are scaled properly. In order to do this, we head over to the Measurements tools and we calibrate the file. In Bluebeam Revu, we can calibrate the file both horizontally and vertically as one or independent of each other. I will just do the calibration off of a single calibration. And if I zoom in here, I can see I have a dimension that's set at 3 feet 8 inches. If you have snaps for markups and content turned on, it'll help you out a little bit better. I'll click here, I'll hold the Shift key to make sure I'm moving horizontally perfectly, and then I'll click this endpoint. This distance that I'm specifying with the 2 clicks should be that 3 feet 8 inches. I'll click OK, and now it's defined. In order to verify that it's measured and scaled and set up properly, I can just use the length command to dimension from that point to the other point, and it reads as 3/8. I would also then verify with other dimensions that it's reading correctly, both horizontally and vertically. So here we have a dimension that is 7.5 inches. So I'll click here and here, and it says 7.5. So I know now that this image on this sheet of paper is set up properly for any kind of measurement markups that we'll do. I'll create another video just for measuring commands in Bluebeam Revu, so you guys can watch that later. Now that I have the image placed, I can go through the process of punching it. I'll head over to the lower right-hand corner. I'll go to Profiles and use the Punch profile. Or I can make my own profile. Because I switched to that, I can open up the tool chest, and I have a lot of punching tool chest configuration files already set up. I can expand any one that I want, for example, punch key floor plan, flooring, and I can see we have a few here to work with. All I need to do is left click and drag and drop, or click and drop, and that information gets punched. If I select that markup and go to the properties, you'll see it says Tile Replace Chipped Piece Replace Grout. That's TR. And it has all the property information. We can make our own. Let's say, for example, we want a punch symbol that says replace decorative planting, something like that. I would take this markup, I would Control-C, copy to the clipboard, and then Control-V to paste it. Place it where I want, then go to the properties and make any changes that I need to either the graphics or the text. And then also the text itself we want to change and the description inside. So we'll say replace decorative plants. And in here, we'll double click where it says TR and we'll say RP, something like that. And so now that I have that custom one created, I can actually store that and reuse it. I can select that markup or any markup for that fact, right click, and then add it to the tool chest of my choice. I'm going to place it under my tools. And now it's here, so I can use it all day like this. And so this is how we go through the process of punching the job. Use all the different types of punch key icons that are available for you to use. Now in this tool chest, I can click this Master Manage Tool Sets cogwheel to get to the Manage Tool Sets window, and it will display all the other tool chests that may not be visible because they're not checked. And if I uncheck it, you won't see it, and if I check it, you'll see it. So for example, if I click Curves, it's now visible. If I uncheck Curves, it's no longer visible. I can either add a new one in, or I can import in some new ones as well. The Bluebeam tool chest files, BTX files, you can get them for free from Bluebeam's website. If I open up my Windows Explorer, I'll head over to my Bluebeam, and I'll head over to my set of files, and I have a whole bunch of them already downloaded. I can go over and select the one that I want to use, say for example Paint Punch, and if I double click it, it will automatically load it into Bluebeam Revu, and it shows you right here, Punch Key Paint. So if I click and drag this, I can place it, and if I look at the properties of that markup, it says Painting Touch-Up. So this is how you go through the process of punching a room using Bluebeam Revu. Remember, all of your markups that you place for that file are being tracked under the markups list, and you can export that out in various formats. Thank you very much for watching.